Hello everyone, my name is Akabane101, and this is going to be sort of an interlude video between my last recording session, which was between episode 18 and 23, and the next recording series, which I don't know how many episodes that's going to be because I haven't recorded them yet. But the idea is I want to take your guys' comments and respond to them on video, just so you guys know I am reading the comments, and I do love all the excitement I've seen. I know I've been on another major hiatus, but before we do that, I just want to say the next episode will be going live on the 5th of July, 2019 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So convert that to whatever you are, and that will be when it will release. Pretty much the same time all the videos have been released in the past few weeks, and I hope you guys have been enjoying those, because it's been a lot of fun doing them and recording them and everything. So anyway, let's begin with episode 18, and we'll be working our way up to episode 23. So starting off with Evil Knows Me, he says, you gonna play Diablo 2 as well? If yes, please play Lord of Destruction. Well, I will definitely be playing Lord of Destruction. That will 100% be the case. And yes, I will be playing Diablo 2. As for when, well, whenever this series is finished. Obviously, it's been taking an extremely long time for me to get through it, but I've finally been able to get some sort of schedule going on so I can record these videos for you guys and still do my real life stuff, like working and everything like that, which has been a ton of issues trying to get all that stuff working out, but so far it's been working out for me, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. But yes, thank you, Evil Knows Me. I will definitely be posting Diablo 2 videos whenever that comes around. Flock of Hawks, on behalf of all of your future heroes, drop the books in your trading stash, please. That's actually a pretty clever idea. Not only will it clear up a bunch of stash space in my inventory, but it will be great for another playthrough, such as playing as a mage, which has definitely been something I've been wanting to do. So at some point, I would love to play on Twitch and actually do a mage playthrough. Maybe not a full playthrough, but just kind of dabble in it and have a bit of fun, because every playthrough I see of Diablo 1, doesn't matter if it's Belzebub or just regular old Diablo or Hellfire, everyone's playing a mage because it's goddamn crazy bananas and there's so many things you can do with it. It's obviously the better class to pick, and a lot of fun. I know with Belzebub there's like Barbarian, which apparently is really, really good for melee and things like that, but for the most part, yeah, mage seems like a ton of fun. I will absolutely throw those books into the trading stash. Kitsune Hanyo 09, I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I did not, but I'm so happy to see your enthusiasm here. You say, hooray, I was waiting for this and I just saw your Dark Cloud upload, so I'm going to go check that out too. And I'm really happy to see that because Dark Cloud is also a series that I kind of had to drop in the past. It's one series I love doing, but for whatever reason, when I was recording my Dark Cloud series, I couldn't actually record the second village properly. There was a lot of frame drops and weird issues going on, and I decided to scrap the series. I just couldn't continue it, and now finally on the game's on the PS4, so I'm able to upload that at the same time as continuing our Diablo series. So you'll see pretty much a staggered upload schedule going on with that, where I'll upload one Dark Cloud video, one Diablo video, and maybe something else in between those. But yeah, I'm so excited that you're into both Diablo and Dark Cloud. That's actually really, really awesome. Thank you very much. Max Muster Space, woo, yay! Finally, glad you are back with Diablo, and thank you very much, Max. I'm so happy to be back with Diablo. Again, it's a game I love. I really do enjoy it. It's such a new experience for me, and obviously playing with the mod, it changes things up quite a bit, but it does also kind of clean up a lot of the visual things I had as an issue with the original. I think I mentioned in episode 1 there was an issue with the game ran at like 15 FPS, which was just very difficult for me to look at. So being able to play at a nicer frame rate and making the game look nicer, and with all these cool additions and everything like that, it's been a lot more easy to get into and an absolute blast. I'm sure there's a lot of things in there that have just been making the game a lot easier for me to get through. But yeah, thank you very much, Max. Nightwind says, so GOG has Diablo 1 and Hellfire. Next time you try, or you feel like modding Diablo, give one of the Hellfire mods a try. If the Dark V5 still has its page, I'd point you to that. It might still exist somewhere, mind, but it's really, really hard. Not to be entered lightly. Well, the game already is extremely difficult on Belzebub, so right now, if I can at least get through Belzebub, if I can actually defeat the final boss, which as far as I know is Diablo, maybe at some point, if I feel like going back to the game, I'll do a highlight of the mod or something like that and compare it to Belzebub. But that's a very great suggestion. However, one thing that you pointed out is the game's available on GOG, which is awesome. So I've actually gone ahead and I've updated the description of every single video in the series. So now instead of it linking to an Amazon page, you guys can go to GOG. And obviously this is not affiliated. I've never been affiliated with GOG or CD Projekt Red, which I think are the guys that own it. And also, at the same time, I've not been affiliated with Amazon. I haven't been making any money off of that stuff. I just prefer, if people buy the games instead of pirating them. That's just how I feel. Obviously, everyone's different. But thank you, Nightwind. That's actually really, really great information. Flock of Hawks. Why don't you reserve one of the 50 tabs in your private stash for a set of items that increase mana? If you equip those, you can learn a lot of spells, some to decent level. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. This is something that I should do, and I just never thought about it. In fact, all I've been doing is thinking like a warrior. So I'm like, I'm a warrior, I need dex, I need strength, and that's pretty much it. I'm a warrior. Also, vitality, I guess, in there as well. But mana's never really been a thing I've thought about. And obviously, one way to pick myself up in that regard is to get some mana buffing gear. That would be awesome. That would actually help out a lot. Obviously, stacking mana potions as well in my inventory. I think I have a whole page worth of mana at this point. So, yeah, that's just going to be a really, really clever and smart way to get some magic going on with my character and have some fun with that and kind of branch out just a little bit without actually having to dump a bunch of levels into mana, which I think is a great idea. Thank you, Flock of Fox. Dash Normington. I have been waiting and waiting for this playthrough for 3 years. I hope you keep going this time. Well, A, me too, and B, in the words of Snake himself, kept you waiting, huh? Thank you very much. Mark Lips. One tip that will help. Buy one of the double buckle or 3 buckle belts. The double buckle will increase your belt to 3 rolls, and 3 buckle should increase it to 4. And this is absolutely something I should have done. I think I've mentioned it before in a series that I was going to do it, and the only reason I haven't is because I've been looking at the stats of my belt, and I'm like, oh my god, these stats are so good, I can't drop them, But the thing is, I have so much potions in my inventory space that I'm not even like putting them into my belt until it's almost too late, or I'm literally not even fighting the monster. I'm busy fiddling with my inventory space, trying to get my potions back into my belt so I can use the hotkeys to actually use them, or simply just right-clicking them in my inventory. So this is a great idea. I think it's worth getting the extra hotbar slots anyway, instead of having all those crazy things going on. So. Yes, that's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Mark, for your suggestion. Valentino, this is a really big post, but it's actually a very informative one about what is resist magic. And the thing I didn't know, and thanks to this post, I now know that magic is actually one of the 4 stats in the game. I didn't know there was 4 stats. I thought it was just fire, lightning, and cold. I didn't realize magic was also a magic stat, which makes no sense to me. It must be because it's an older type of game and like different terminologies in different games kind of have messed me up a bit, I guess, in terms of like understanding the different things. But essentially, this post right here explains beautifully what resist magic is, as well as goes into great detail on 2-hit and everything like that. So if you guys want to read that, it's up on screen. Feel free to pause the video. Thank you, Valentino. This is a great post. It's fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is super, super useful. And Nightwind even follows up that post by going into greater detail, saying that resist all is what I've been looking for, and not resist magic. Resist all will resist all 4 magic elements, except for obviously the physical damage, because that's not a magical element. And yeah, that's super great. Thank you guys. Nightwind, Valentino, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, we have Max. For millennia, I have waited. Thank you for bringing this back, my man. No problem, Max. Thank you so much for watching. Max, muster space. Read all the other books, too, to level up your spells. Absolutely, I should do that, especially when I'm transferring them all over into my my other stash. I think when I get my mana gear going on, I'll definitely go ahead and start eating up all them books. Nom, nom, nom. That's what you do. You eat books, right? I'm a warrior. I don't read, okay? I don't read. That's crazy talk. Nightwind. Okay, he did a bit of looking. Percent chance to cast Charge Bolt is actually an ability in the game. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, this is actually something I've been asking about, I think, in the past couple of episodes, which is essentially, I saw an enemy that was on hit, sprouting out little lightning bolts around whenever I hit them. I think it was every now and again it would go off, or 100% chance. But regardless, it was freaking god tier, and I wish I had that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's really, really nice to see that this is going to be an armor piece potentially in the game. I don't know how rare it's going to be, but if we get it, that's going to be awesome. Even if it's like a 5%, 10% chance of this proccing, like that'll be very, very, very nice. Valentino with the damage stat in Diablo. So Valentino goes on to explain essentially a ton of really awesome information regarding why the new weapon we got, which is Griswold's Edge, is actually better than the sword that we used to have, even though under DPS it says that technically it's slightly worse by like 5 DPS, but really I should just be ignoring that DPS thing, because I feel like it's made me lose out on a lot of gear that I've been getting, right? Obviously using it as a ballpark of DPS is great and all, but when you're looking at mid damage and max damage and all this other good stuff, like I feel like min damage and all that stuff is really, really useful. So taking a look at this comment here has been very, very helpful, and hopefully it'll make me make some better decisions in the future. But I don't know, it's me, I know me, I make bad decisions all the time. It's just what happens. But anyway, guys, that's all the comments for now. There was more comments in the videos, of course, of people being super enthusiastic and super helpful. I implore you all to go back into the old videos and check out those comments, because so many people have been super, super helpful in the past little bit of time, and it's been an absolute blast reading through everything. I do read all the comments. I try and reply to as many of them as possible, and it's just been so much fun playing through Diablo Belzebub once again. I'm going to go now and start recording the series, and hopefully everything will go well, and nothing will explode in the recordings. I mean, that's basically on Open Broadcaster at that point, so if everything breaks, you know, it's Open Broadcaster's fault. Well, anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.